Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Get ready to have your minds blown because today we're diving into a world of weird, wild, and totally hilarious facts. We've got 50 of them lined up, and trust me, you won't believe some of these. It's gonna be like that time I laughed so hard I snorted milk out my nose. Except you'll be laughing at these facts, not me. Hopefully. Alright, let's get this fact-finding party started. Did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? I mean, come on, that's just perfect. History's full of surprises, but this one takes the cake. Or the carrot? Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah, that Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies. Bunnies! Hold on to your burgers, folks, because back in the 1830s, people were guzzling down ketchup as medicine. Yeah, you heard that right. Ryan Gosling's Street Fighter. Ryan Gosling's not just a Hollywood heartthrob, he's a real-life hero. He once broke up a street fight in New York City. Swoon! Chapter 5. Bananas. Berries in disguise? Prepare to have your minds blown, because scientifically speaking, bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. What? Chapter 6. Golf. Too fun for Scotland? You think golf's a snooze fest? Tell that to the Scots in 1457. They banned it because it was distracting soldiers from archery practice. Chapter 7. The 4 a.m. alarm clock. Remember those old-timey alarm clocks? Well, the first one ever invented could only ring at 4 a.m. Talk about a rude awakening. Chapter 8. Toy Story meets The Shining. Creepy! Ever notice the carpet in Sid's house in Toy Story? It's the exact same pattern as the one in The Shining. Coincidence? I think not. Chapter 9. Lonely guinea pigs. Not allowed. Thinking of getting a guinea pig? Well, if you live in Switzerland, you better get two. It's illegal to own just one because they get lonely. Aw. Chapter 10. Beethoven's composing secret: cold water. Beethoven was a musical genius, but did you know his secret? He'd dunk his head in ice cold water before composing. Talk about a brain freeze. Chapter 11. Joey's magic Magna Doodle. Remember the Magna Doodle on Joey's door in Friends? It always had a different drawing, and no one ever knew who did it. The mystery lives on. Dr. Seuss, wordsmith, extraordinaire. Dr. Seuss didn't just write children's books, he invented words. Yep, the word nerd. You can thank Dr. Seuss for that one. Chapter 13. Ladies, you won't believe this one. High heels were originally worn by men in the 10th century. Fashion is a trip, isn't it? Chapter 14. There's a town in Norway called Hell, and you better believe it freezes over every winter. Talk about a chilling vacation spot. Chapter 15. Ever wonder why the Mona Lisa doesn't have eyebrows? It was the fashion in Renaissance Florence to shave them off? Who knew? Chapter 16. Brace yourselves, because the longest word in the English language is a whopping 189,819 letters long. It's the name of a protein, and good luck trying to say it. Chapter 17. Move over cats and dogs, because in 1873 it rained frogs in Kansas City. Talk about a real-life biblical plague. Chapter 18. Calling all diamond lovers. There's a planet out there made entirely of diamonds, and it's twice the size of Earth. Bling bling! Chapter 19. Sea otters are adorable, but they're also super romantic. They hold hands when they sleep to keep from drifting apart. Ah. Chapter 20. Ever wonder why webcams exist? Well, the first one was created to monitor a coffee pot. Talk about a caffeine addiction. Chapter 21. Forget turkey and stuffing. In Japan, it's traditional to eat KFC for Christmas dinner. Finger-licking good holidays. Remember the first tweet ever? It was Jack Dorsey, Twitter's founder, and it simply said, "Just setting up my toddy wetter. How times have changed." Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, is a man of many talents. He also voices Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. It's a me! In 1967, Australian Prime Minister Harold Holt went for a swim and was never seen again. Talk about a mysterious disappearance. Ever noticed how you're the only one blushing in a room full of people? That's because humans are the only animals that blush. How embarrassing. Back in the 1800s, students didn't have it easy. They used to write on thin sheets of lead instead of paper. Talk about a heavy workload. The first car accident happened way back in 1891 in Ohio. Let's just say those early drivers didn't have the best track record. Chapter 28. The Leaning Tower of... Oops! The Leaning Tower of Pisa was never actually straight. It started leaning during construction and never stopped. Talk about a design flaw. Chapter 29. Bamboo, the speed racer of plants. Bamboo is one fast-growing plant. It can shoot up to 35 inches in a single day. That's taller than a toddler. Einstein, sockless genius. Albert Einstein was a genius, but he never wore socks. Maybe that was his secret to unlocking the mysteries of the universe? In South Korea, they celebrate singlehood with Black Day, where everyone eats black noodles. It's like a giant pity party, but with delicious food. In ancient Greece, people believed that redheads turned into vampires when they died. Maybe that's why they called them gingers? You won't believe your eyes. There's an underwater waterfall in Mauritius. It's an optical illusion, but still super cool. Chapter 34. Ladybugs spreading the loveliness. A group of ladybugs is called a loveliness. How cute is that? It's like a tiny polka-dotted party. La Tomatina, the messiest festival ever. In Spain, they have a festival called La Tomatina, where everyone throws tomatoes at each other. Talk about a saucy good time. Cuddling for cash. If you love cuddling, this job's for you. Professional cuddlers can make up to $80 an hour. Where do I sign up? Sleep, who needs it? Humans are the only mammals that willingly delay sleep. We're all about that hustle life, even if it means being sleep deprived. The Frisbee's final flight. The inventor of the Frisbee loved his creation so much, he requested to be turned into a Frisbee after he died. Talk about going out in style. Spaghetti trees, the greatest hoax ever. In 1957, the BBC pulled off the greatest April Fool's Day prank ever. They convinced people that spaghetti grew on trees. Chewing gum, after dark snack or dead flesh. In Turkey, they have a spooky belief that chewing gum at night turns it into the flesh of the dead. Chew on that. Dreams, the ultimate escape. Except you can't read. Ever try to read in your dreams? It's impossible. You also can't tell time in your dreams. Dreams are weird, man. High heels, back in style. For men? High heels for men were all the rage in the 18th century. Maybe it's time to bring back this trend? I'm all for it. A cat once served as the mayor of an Alaskan town for 20 years. His name was Stubbs, and he was the best darn mayor that town ever had. Competitive duck herding is a real sport in the UK. It's like sheep herding, but with more quacking. Your nose is a powerful organ. It can remember 50,000 different scents. That's better than any computer. Me at the Zoo, the OG viral video. The first ever YouTube video was uploaded on April 23rd, 2005, and it's called Me at the Zoo. It's a classic. Serial killer restaurant. There's a restaurant in New York that only serves cereal. It's like a childhood dream come true. In the 1950s, people used to buy fake snow made of asbestos for Christmas decorations. Talk about a hazardous holiday. There's a statue in Italy that's just a giant middle finger. It's called Love, and it's something else. The inventor of the Pringles can was so proud of his creation, he requested to be buried in one after he died. Now that's dedication. And there you have it. 50 hilarious facts that will make you the life of the party. Or at least the most interesting person at the water cooler. Which fact was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more mind-blowing content. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay hilarious. Remember, if you ever see a group of flamingos, just yell, "Look at that flamboyance!" You're welcome.